Hi, my name's Chuck. I'm from Tennessee. Right now we're up in Clark County, Illinois. We're going to be dredging today. This is a spot we're going to be dredging. It's a bunch of boulders here in the stream. We were here about a month ago, and I tested the initial installation of the Gold Hog matting, and the results were pretty favorable. In fact, it was impressive. Like I tell everybody, I'm a die-hard Gold Hog matting fan, so anyway, we're going to dredge here, these boulders back in here. I think that's going to be a good spot, and hopefully it'll pay off today. We'll see some color. I'll go over and show you some of the modifications I've done to the dredge, the Gold Hog matting, and how it's laid out. Okay, I'm going to show you the matting configuration I've done to my sluice and some of the modifications. As you notice, I've installed a dampener, which I didn't have last time. It's mounted temporarily, as you can see by the C-clamps. But I've got a splash plate, 1/4-inch rubber, and it covers up the spring-loaded mat clips that I made. I'll show you that further down. But I've also installed perforated plate over 2 sections of UR matting. I've got 3 sections of UR matting here, 3 sections of UR matting here with expanded metal, and 2 modified not Clarkson, but Hungarian riffles. One thing I wanted to do with this sluice is provide as many different environments as I could to capture gold, because each stream's a little different, material's different, and you really don't know where you're going to be catching the gold. Right now, so far, the majority of the gold I catch is up in this section up in here. Okay, one thing I did is I took a regular combination dredge and high banker and connected it to an A52 stream sluice. Here's the transition area for that, and here's the spring-loaded mat clips that I made. In this lower section, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of scrubber matting, followed by 2 sections of UR matting with expanded metal and modified Clarksons over it. Interesting thing about these modified Clarksons, they're 1/2 inch, and they've got a 25-degree reverse angle. I'm going to be experimenting with these today, see how they do. But all in all, I'm happy with the way the sluice performs, and the matting is just unbelievable. Like I said, I'm sold on the Gold Hog matting. To me, there is nothing better than it. The way the previous configuration was, it was all stock right out of the box, and I can say it was probably about 40 to 45% efficient on collecting glacial gold, which is all you're going to find up here in the Midwest. A lot of superfine gold, a few small chunky pieces, and flakes. Before I was just ecstatic to get 10 pieces of flour gold. Since I put the Gold Hog matting in, well, you'll see what we get this time. And like I said, if you don't believe me, buy some, try it. You'll be amazed. Well, we're going to get dredging here in a minute, and we'll get back with you. Yeah, if you notice, the dampener kind of takes away that margarita blender effect. Smooths out the flow. Looks like it's concentrating material closer to the UR matting up there. Probably got about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch flow through there. We've been running for about 45 minutes. There's a big chunk of gold right there. And
small gold.
Gold up in there. Whoops, out of focus. There's a piece. The upper part of the sluice here is just full of gold. There's a piece.
It's all kinds of little fine gold in there.
Oh yeah, I'm
a lot of it.
Anxious to find or look underneath the perforated plate. There's fine gold. Again, out of focus. There's a better focus. This gold hog matting is amazing. And here's the 1/2 inch modified Clarksons. By the appearance of it, the pitch has to be increased to clear it. So I'm still up in the air on the Clarksons. I should increase the pitch a little bit and see if that does clear out. Okay, there's the boulder we're going to be flipping shortly. Dredge underneath it and around it. The gold that we've found so far was directly in front of it. There's a bunch of small rocks that appeared to act as riffles. And that's where we got the gold. This in the sluice right now is in front of this one. So hopefully we'll find more behind it and under it.
Well, after a little hard work, we finally got the boulder moved. As you can see, he's sitting on bedrock right now, and he's working about 6 inches of overburden.
One of the great things about cleanup after dredging is reduced amount of concentrates. This is the total concentrates pulled out from the upper section, and that's from the lower section. You don't have to drag 9 or 10 buckets of concentrates home with you anymore to clean and waste half your winter with. Right now I'm going to classify it down to through a 8-mesh screen, run it through gold cube, and then run that concentrate through a gold wheel 3 or 4 times. Usually within 30 minutes I can tell exactly what I got from a full day's dredging. We dredged about 5 hours today. It was really productive from what we can see in the concentrates. One thing about the stream that we're prospecting, it runs through 3 or 4 glacial moraines, and that's a big plus. We're pulling gold out that I've never seen before. So I'll go ahead, classify these down, and then run them through the gold cube. This is what I got after running through an 8-mesh screen. It's not a whole lot. In fact, it actually takes longer to set up the gold cube than it does to run it through there. So I'll go ahead and classify out the lower section. I gotta find another bucket. Sit down there. Okay. I'm gonna run the concentrates through from the upper section through first. Like I said, it takes longer to set up the gold cube than it does to actually run it. Mind you, this is concentration about 5 hours running. Okay, I'll let that run for a couple seconds, and then I'm going to go ahead and wash out the trays and see what we got. Okay, this is what I got out of the gold cube. Not a whole lot. I'm going to run it through a gold wheel because I'm extremely lazy. I hate to pan. I'll run it through the gold wheel probably 3 or 4 times so I don't get any gold. And hopefully we're going to see some color. See, there's a piece of gold walking up it right now. Well, that's a lead shot. I'll process this and then collect it in that green tray there, and I'll run it through 3 or 4 times to make sure I've got everything out of it. And here's the gold that we got from dredging this morning.
And that's just off the...
For glacial gold, that is completely outstanding.
And that's just off the top of the sluice, or the dredge.
I'm going to run concentrates through the wheel 2 or 3 more times, and hopefully we'll get some more. Yeah, we've been dredging for about an hour and a half. This is the second day, and I'm not exactly sure how much material we've moved, but we've moved quite a bit. Look over here at the boulders we're dredging around. We've moved a couple big ones, which was a major undertaking, heavier than they look. But we got a lot of good color last night, and hopefully we'll get about as much today. This is an excellent, excellent spot to go dredging. This whole valley here was, I think, created by glacial runoff as the glaciers melted, and that plus the stream going through a couple glacial moraines, I think, is the reason we've got the amount of gold we're finding here. We're finding extremely good amount of gold here, which just from 10 years experience here in the Midwest, we haven't got nearly that much. But this is a beautiful place, nice and quiet, having a lot of fun. Yeah, this is the hole we dredged out last April. We didn't get quite as much gold as we got this time, and we're only about 25 foot from it, so like that old saying goes, gold is where you find it. This is a beautiful spot. And that's where we're dredging now. And like I said, we tripled the amount of gold we found in this spot here, and we're only 20 foot away from it. Yeah, and this is the second day's worth of gold, so we did pretty good on this trip.